monster. You say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the monster.
Cleveland, this is Monster Jam.
Very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into an order based on a random draw. Whoever can get around this track the fastest will claim the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So I've got one question to kick this event off. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first, let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Kicking off the racing competition right here. Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger pulls to that line yesterday with an 11-second pass, looking to shave off some time here today. Let's go green! The time for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger is a 10.483. A great start to the JCB Racing competition. There you have it on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. You see him look to launch close up and over that last ramp. They'll want to stay low over that finish line. Again, that time for Gravedigger was a 10.483. Once again, that time was for Gravedigger was a 10.483. Next up, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy here today. We've seen success in the JCB Racing competition from him yesterday with the 4th fastest time. Today, obviously gunning for that fastest race pass. A brand new track. Let's go green! The time for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is at 10.220. We have a new fastest time. Check it out, those 1,000ths of a second right there. But Montana Robbins, it may not have been a smooth run, but that doesn't matter. It was a fast run, and that's what counts. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy takes to that top spot on the leaderboard. You have it there in the JCB Racing Competition leaderboard. Again, that time for Plain Crazy is a 10.220. Monster Jam fans, Logan Ashline prepares to pull to that line, but we got to clear that track here in the JCB Racing competition. We keep this race in all competitions as fair as possible, and that means a clear track. Nothing but the best for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. Pulls to the line, she's looking for that fast pass. Let's go green. Monster Jam fans, Logan Ashline, you see it on the screen, coming in with 11.440, but I did get word from our Monster Jam officials dealing with a penalty. We're going to check in with our pit reporter, Alex, on that penalty there to find out exactly what it means for the time for Logan Ashline.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Keaton. Down here, trackside, and if any of our Monster Jam racers move that turn pod there, that cone that you see, the gray turn cone right there, if they touch that as they're coming around, that's going to be a 5-second penalty. As you can see, very costly on the leaderboard there. And now Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is 6 seconds behind the competition. Our tech officials there moving that turn cone, making sure it's back inside the circle. Again, it must stay inside that circle down there on the track.
Next up, it's MJ Celorio, El Toro Loco. MJ Celorio pulls to that track, pulls to that line, 5th fastest time yesterday, but with a brand new track and a whole new competition, he's definitely looking to get the fastest time. Can he do it? Let's go racing! The time for MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco is a 9.956. We have a new time to beat. Check out that fast pass on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. One of the fastest, smoothest passes we've seen so far. MJ Celorio dialed in to that Monster Jam truck, absolutely dominates the competition. Again, taking to the top spot on the leaderboard with a time of a 9.956. Next up, it's Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train. Trayton Robbins joining the Monster Jam family in 2025. He came in really as a dark horse in the JCB Racing competition. One to watch. This young driver's dialed into that truck technically, mechanically. Let's see what he's got. Cleveland, the time for Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train is a 9.875. The need for speed is very real right here in the Rocket Arena. Again, another really smooth pass. You have it there. He's prioritizing speed. He doesn't necessarily worry about the flow of that run, but what's most important, which is that time. Crazy fast by Crazy Train. Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train takes to the top of the leaderboard with that time of a 9.875. But yesterday's winner might have something to say about it. It's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Just last night, Terminal Velocity took the JCB Racing win, but will he be able to remain that consistent? Right now, Trayton Robbins in the lead, but we will need John Zimmer Jr. to remain dialed in up against some really fast passes. Keep your eyes on those racing lights. Let's go green! The time for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is a 10.009. There you have it on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Again, another really fast pass, but right now, just not fast enough. You see terminal velocity right there coming in with the third fastest time. Again, that time was a 10.009. Next up, Cody Saucier in Dragon. Now, Cody Saucier in Dragon came into the 2026 series with a really serious racing reputation. Each weekend, he defends it fiercely. Let's see what he's got. Let's go green. The time for Dragon is a 9.694. Cleveland, we have a new fastest time. Check it out on the Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Really tough competition, and it keeps heating up. Cody Saucier proving that he is dialed in. He's connected with that truck, prioritizes speed, and launches over that pod. Coming over that finish line with that really speedy run. That race pass time comes to a 9.694. Last but not least, let's hear it for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Now talk about some champion mindset, veteran composure, entering in his 21st season right here. John Zimmer is one who can read that track, but he'll need to do so today with tons of speed. Let's go green! The time for Megalodon, 11.575. Cleveland, that means your winner of the JCB Racing competition is Cody Saucier in Dragon. Cody Saucier in Dragon with that very fast time of a 9.694. An incredible race pass time today, the fastest on the track. He's claimed the next 8 points of the event and taken to the top spot on the leaderboard. You saw all 8 competitors battle it out. It's survival of the fastest. And today, Cleveland, that was Cody Saucier in Dragon. Give him a round of applause. He's unstrapping from his truck, getting ready to run out to that pod and show you guys exactly what he's got up his sleeve for the rest of the event. But your very first competition winner, Cody Saucier in Dragon. A tug-of-war battle between Cody Saucier and Terminal Velocity's John Zimmer Jr. But here today, Dragon takes to the top of the pod.
I'll give you a second to catch your breath here. You know, don't get too close to that turn cone. I don't want you getting a penalty because, man, today you are fast. I said it before. I'll say it again. Flames on the Dragon. Flames behind the Dragon. You delivered again today.
Man, we're here to take care of business. Helmet hair, don't care. Cleveland, we're here to party, baby. Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Make some noise. That's what's up, man. We're a bad, fast track here today. JCB giving us some awesome dirt to work with. It's the perfect texture. Good clay. It hooks good on the whole shop. BKT Tires doing their job, man. But I came here to have fun. My 6th time right here in Cleveland, representing a whole bunch of Monster Jam trucks. But, man, it's an honor to bring old Dragon here to party. May the best man or gal out here win. Two Wheel Skills is up next, right?
It is up next. How you going to rock and roll your way from speed to 2 wheels, Cody?
Man, 4 big old BKT tires on the Monster Jam truck, but all we got to use is 2. I'm all for it, man. Wheelies, nose wheelies, sidewall donuts, whatever it takes to wow you guys. You guys are in charge of scoring this deal. Judge it fair, judge it square, man. Let's just have fun. Get loud, baby. Let's go.
Cody Saucier, Dragon.
She knows exactly how to kick off the two-wheel skills competition. Logan Ashline and Sparkle Smash. One attempt completed here in the two-wheel skills challenge. But she's still got one attempt remaining in her attempts here in the runs. She's kicking off the competition. We saw her line up to that log stack. She's looking for that sweet spot right now on the track. Which part of this pod is calling her name?
Make some noise for Logan Ashline. Sparkle Smash. Scan that QR code, go to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Logan Ashline and Sparkle Smash getting out to the track, showing everyone how it's done. First in the pack, that's no easy feat. But she said, I'm sending this 12,000 unicorn to space. Is the only place in the world that you can see this kind of stuff. Logan Ashline launches that 12,000-pound unicorn up on 2 BKT tires. And she's out there making it look easy, but we have your scores locked in. You guys have the hard job. So let's check it out. The score for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is... all right, a 7.107. Right now, that, of course, is the score to beat. Next up, it's John Zimmer in Megalodon. John Zimmer in Megalodon, you heard me say it, entering in his 21st season. That amount of seat time is definitely going to see where power meets precision. We're going to see exactly what he's got for us. Which part of the pod is he going to choose? Which ramp is calling his name? Megalodon, you see those back and 2 BKT tires kind of sliding down that ramp, not really getting the bite that he wants. Typically, this is because those track conditions are just a little bit too dry. But that track can be like another competitor. Let's see, is he going to send that Megalodon? What's he going to do, Cleveland? Attempt number 2 for John Zimmer.
Make some noise, John Zimmer, Megalodon. Cleveland scoring is open.
John Zimmer in Megalodon, turning this track into his own beach there out there. You see a really smart move. That first attempt, it didn't work out the way he wanted. He didn't get that bite, so he went in confident for that second attempt up on 2 BKT tires. We saw that Megalodon shark on the nose during that second attempt, so it's up to you as the official judges. You guys get to score. You see it on the super glue, glued to the action replay, and just like that, we've got your scores locked in. Let's go ahead and take a look at that score. The score for John Zimmer in Megalodon. It's a 7.088 right now. That's good enough for second place. Two trucks so far have competed in the two-wheel skills competition. Let's take a look at the scores. 2 scores, both in the 7 range. Now, really fair scoring by the judges here in Cleveland. Remember, never too late to join in on the scoring. You'll have this opportunity in the two-wheel skills challenge, and then only one more to be scoring our Monster Jam Superstars, so make sure you're having a say in those drivers' destiny. Next up, it's Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Brandon Arthur sharpens his shovel, determined to make sure everyone knows exactly where he belongs. He wants to be on that top spot on the leaderboard, lining up for attempt number 1. I think even Brandon Arthur can hear you on that one, Cleveland. Electric energy, and only after 1 attempt. He's still got 1 attempt remaining here. This is the moment that counts.
Get loud, it's Brandon Arthur, Gravedigger. Judges zoned up. Score now.
Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger, 2 really confident attempts here in the 2-wheel skills challenge. Let's check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Up on 2 BKT tires, and if that wasn't enough, he's got to take it up and over that pod, teetering on the edge of destruction. This young man remains in control. But you guys are in control of the scores, so let's check it out. We got that current score to beat right now, held by Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. It's a 7.107. The score for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger is... That's right, an 8.824. We have a new leader. Monster Jam fans, as we move throughout the competition here in the 2-wheel skills challenge, we get closer to knowing who will walk away with that win. But we are also getting closer to see who will be the St. Jude ambassador of the event. Now, Logan Ashline may have been hanging on in this competition, but she is absolutely in the lead for our St. Jude ambassador of the event competition. Check out the leaderboard right now. You can see with the most donations under her name, all proceeds going directly to St. Jude, of course. It is Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. But you know what? You guys can make a difference. If your favorite driver is not in the lead, scan that QR code at the bottom of my screen. And if we've got any crazy train fans in the house, I think Triton Robbins could use a little love. So scan that QR code. Even just $1 shakes up the entire leaderboard. So scan that QR code and note today, you are helping a family affected by childhood cancer and making an impact with Monster Jam and St. Jude. Cleveland, please fasten your seatbelts because this flight is gonna have some turbulence. It's Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy. Montana Robbins getting an extra confidence boost from that brand new body he rolled out in 2026. Another technically sound driver knows the ins and outs of that truck, which in this competition can really give you an advantage. Let's see what he can do for attempt number 1. All right, up on 2 wheels. I think Monster Jam's the only place you can see a plane do that, Cleveland. One attempt remains for Montana Robbins here in the competition, and this is where it matters. There's no room for mistakes, and he knows that everything is on the line. Those 8 points could be his, but it all comes down to this.
Cleveland, buckle your seatbelts because it's about to get plane crazy. 2 solid attempts from Montana Robbins. Lock in your scores.
Montana Robbins coming out with a mean 2-wheel run. I mean, we see 2 successful attempts from him right here. Check it out on the Super Glued to the Action replay. Finds a really great spot on the track there. Gets the perfect bite from those 2 BKT tires. You even see him messing with that rear steer, adding a little flair to that run. And we have your scores officially locked in. Sounds like you're behind him, Cleveland. Let's take a look. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is a 7.869. It's a solid score right now. Good enough for second place. Half of the pack already competed, and we see 4 of them placed into the 2-wheel skills leaderboard. But the next 4 competitors hold the potential to shake up that leaderboard completely, and your scores will help them do it. Make sure you're scoring at judgeszone.com. And remember, we want those wow moments. These drivers are making it tough on you guys. We've seen 2 really successful attempts, each driver getting in each of those maneuvers. We don't always see that, so that is speaking to how badly these drivers want those next 8 points. Next up, Cody Saucier in Dragon. Feeling good after that JCB Racing win. Looking to ride the momentum. Can he double his success right here? Let's check it out for attempt number 1. All right, up on the back 2 BKT tires. Dragon flies over that pod, and he's got 1 attempt left. Let's see what he's got.
Cleveland, I need some chips, some fries, and a side salad with that combo. Cody Saucier in Dragon.
Cody Saucier in Dragon, always hitting the track with that win or go home energy. Really smart driving here on that second attempt. You see him not fully get the bite he wants off that ramp. Goes and turns it into a combo. I mean, that is exactly how you come back from some serious track conditions being thrown your way. That first part of that second attempt didn't give him what he wanted, so he came back on the back tires, up on the front tires, and we are gonna see if that fight worked. It's good enough for third place. The score for Cody Saucier in Dragon, a 7.764. There you have it, up against some tough competition. Lands himself currently 3rd in the leaderboard.
Monster Jam fans, I'm back with my favorite section. They're gonna help me out. Coming up next, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train!
You hear that train horn? This conductor's ready to go off the rails. Triton Robinson Crazy Train has been known to pull off some crazy combos. We're going to see if that's possible for him here today. 2 attempts. Let's see what he's got. That's right, he's checking in. What'd you think, Cleveland? Every time he honks that horn, that's his invitation for you guys to get nice and loud. Really great work on attempt number 1, but 1 attempt remains for Triton Robinson Crazy Train. Let's see which part of that pod, which obstacle will be the moment for his attempt number 2. Surgical precision with the lineup.
Crazy Train. Scoring is open.
Triton Robinson Crazy Train coming off another really intelligent, smart, focused attempt there out on the track. We see him get right into it, pops that train up on 2 BKT tires. I don't know if trains have seatbelts. This train would definitely need some seatbelts. It's making no stops. It's going off the rails. No speed limits, no nothing. High octane mayhem for Triton Robbins, and you all have submitted your scores, so let's see exactly what it means for him. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, let's check it out. It's an 8.699 right now. That's good enough for second place. You know, a solid score like that, you've got to be happy with. I think Triton Robbins is happy with that score. Landing him in second place, that's not a bad place to be. If it were to end right here, he'd walk away with 7 points. But with 2 competitors still to come, this whole leaderboard could look completely different. 2 competitors have the chance to completely shake it up. We'll see if they have what it takes coming up with more two-wheel action. Let's see those Toro horns for MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco. MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco was able to walk away with the win in this competition yesterday. We're going to see if that gives him a little confidence boost for today. 2 attempts, just like the rest of the pack. Let's see what he's got for attempt number 1. He's up against some heavy hitters, but he is ready. Let's see what he's got lining up nice and square. Sets that truck down with some confidence. He's still got 1 attempt remaining, Cleveland, here in the two-wheel skills competition. Feeling out the track. Let's see. Now, MJ's been known to feel out the track really specifically. Right there, that little charge up. He's testing out those track conditions on the either end of that ramp. What he just did there was not an attempt at a trick, but rather him with the 2 front BKT tires really testing out that bite. Now let's see if there's some payoff for that setup. Attempt number 2. The steering wheel's out the window, Cleveland!
"25 years of the crazy bull, MJ Solorio, el Toro Loco." Scoring is open.
I don't know if you caught it, but that steering wheel is still out on that track. MJ Solorio says, oh, what, this old thing? I don't even need this thing. Check it out on the Super Clip Glued to the Action replay. Absolute madness delivered from this driver. 2 very successful attempts, and we see that surgical precision, that technical setup. We see it pay off right here. Now, we've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out up against that current score to beat right now, held by Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.824. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is an 8.806. I mean, we're talking thousands of points, thousands of minuscule differences right here, but you know what? It proves that all of your scores matter. Brandon Arthur clings to that top score right now, maintaining his top spot with a score of an 8.824. We see MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco take that second spot. With 1 driver remaining, do we have our eyes set on the competition winner, or will someone else take the stage? A competitive greeting, but he's ready to go. It's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. A bit of a tug-of-war rivalry forming between Toro and Terminal Velocity. You see it come to fruition right now, right here, as they battle it out. Which one of them will walk away with the win? He's lined up, dialed in. All right, a successful attempt number 1 for John Zimmer Jr. You see there, which to maybe some first-time Monster Jam fans could look almost like a crooked approach. That is a really cool kind of twist on that move. Quite literally, John Zimmer pulling off a kicker there for attempt number 1. That kicker is no easy feat, but it all comes down to attempt number 2. He knows he's got to throw down something big, and with John Zimmer Jr., you just never know what is in store, which part. Here we go.
Make some noise! John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Final competitor, a solid run to end the competition. Scoring is open.
John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity knew he had to throw down something really impressive if he needs to take that top spot. Now we see him out there commanding the control of that truck. That's authority on two wheels, I think, here in the two-wheel skills competition. That is balance under pressure. But you are under pressure as well as the official judges, and we've got your scores locked in. He is up against that score by Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.824. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is... That's right, an 8.860. Your winner of the two-wheel skills competition, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
John, we know you as the Combo King, but today on Valentine's Day, you were the Combo King of Hearts. Talk about how you got it done in two-wheel skills.
I was just sitting in the back, you know. Going last in two-wheel skills is definitely pretty hard because you got to come out here and give the fans something a little bit different. I've been one of the only drivers to be doing the butt kicker off of the 8-pack, we like to call it. Fern and I, last season, another El Toro Loco driver, really worked in that move together. He honestly came up with it, so shout out to Fern over there on the other arena series for giving me some new tricks. But I knew you fans wanted to see some cool stuff. I had some more planned out, but maybe I just couldn't get it handled. But I'll take these 8 points, another win for myself. This is pretty sick.
8 more points to grab. Monster Jam Freestyle still coming up. One butt kicker down. What else you got?
Man, there's only one reason Freestyle is the last competition here at Monster Jam. We get to come out here and send these trucks as high as we can. We got so many crazy jumps out here on this pod, and y'all, trust me, if you guys thought what you've seen so far has been crazy, Freestyle is going to get you on your feet jumping and screaming. So Cleveland, I want to hear you make some noise. Do you want to see some more?
John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
There it is.
Monster Jam fans, flags are green. That means our Monster Jam riders are set to take to the skies. If you think we got incredible heights during the two-wheel skills competition, we have got a treat for you here at halftime. I just ask one thing of you, and that is the louder you scream, the higher they fly. All right, so keep that in the back of your head throughout our freestyle motocross display here. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. That's the way to do it, Cleveland. Give it up for Kenny Haskell. Here's Cowboy Kenny Bartra and Josh Hedford. And we can't forget Brendan Reardon. As they make their jumps here, we are gearing up for the FMX Best Trick Competition, where they will pull the best trick out of their back pocket for you. Nice cliffhanger. Little seat grab action there. Oh, I feel our FMX riders just warming up. Lazy boy, just laying back. Ooh, a whip and a backflip back to back as we gear up for the FMX Best Trick competition. All our riders are getting set. Now, during the FMX Best Trick competition, you have the opportunity to participate and score our riders just like you did during the two-wheel skills competition. When that screen goes red, go to judgeszone.com or scan the QR code on the video board. Use that code CLE to give our riders the score they deserve. Now, Cleveland, I just have one question remaining for you, and that is, are you ready for the FMX Best Trick competition?
Up first, make some noise for Brendan Reardon. Brendan Reardon's from Worcester, Massachusetts, and he's got over 24 years of riding experience. He's a 2017 ISDE gold medalist, and today he's throwing down his best trick on his Honda CRF 450.
Score it now, a little seat grab action to get the party started here in Cleveland. Score it at judgeszone.com. We got 20 seconds, those screens are red. Don't forget to use the code CLE. Great way to get things started down here, Keaton.
Absolutely, and you know what? I always say that first rider, you gotta have a ton of fearless energy to hit that ramp first and set the bar for the rest of the competition. And I think Brendan Reardon did just that, but it'll be your scores that will actually set the bar. So let's check it out. The score for Brendan Reardon is, all right, a solid score, a 7.510. That is the score to beat. Up next, put your hands together for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell's from Boston, Massachusetts, and he's been riding since the age of just 5 years old. He's raced motocross, he's rode overseas in Japan, Singapore, Argentina, and Brazil. And he's been riding with Monster Jam since 2014. Off the track, he's a dad to 2 young boys, but today he's throwing down his best trick on his Yamaha YZ 252 stroke.
Backflip executed to absolute perfection. If you liked what you saw, score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. 20 seconds on the clock. CLE is the code. Textbook, Keaton. I gotta say, perfection.
Absolutely, Alex. I agree with you there. It almost looks like he's in slow motion. Cool, calm, and collected for Kenny Haskell. But it's going to be up to you, Cleveland. Did he do enough to knock Brendan Reardon out of the lead? Let's check it out. He's up against that score to beat held by Brendan Reardon, which is a 7.510. The score for Kenny Haskell is, okay, not bad, a 9.166. That takes the lead and is the new score to beat. Up next, it's Kenny Bartram. Kenny Bartram's from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and they call him Cowboy Kenny. He's a 10-time X Games medalist, a 10-time Gravity Games medalist, and today he's throwing down on his KTM 450.
Ooh, a little variation, so to speak, on that backflip. Cowboy Kenny, can he wrangle himself? Good score here. Judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Use the code CLE, 20 seconds.
Kenny Bartram looking to add just a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of flair to that trick. Looking to take out that top spot and, of course, knock out his good friend and competitor. Which Kenny will it be? Let's find out. We got the score to beat right now by Kenny Haskell. It's a 9.166. The score for Kenny Bartram is, yeah, Yeah, that's right, Cleveland at 9.272. That is the new score to beat. But one rider remains. Make some noise for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford's from Asheville, North Carolina, and he has competed in Nitro Circus and Night of Jumps in Europe. He's entering into his 20th year of riding. 2026 marks that milestone, and he's been with Monster Jam for over 10 years. He's thrown down his best trick on his Kawasaki 450.
Yet another backflip variation. He just practically lets go of that bike in midair. If you like what you saw, give Josh the score you believe he deserves at judgeszone.com. We talked about slow motion, Keaton. That one's the slowest of them all. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, if they've got control, some superpower I don't know about, but this is some really cool stuff. I don't envy the judges because you have a tough job. We've got the scores locked in. Josh Hedford up against that score to beat right now, held by Kenny Bartram. It's a score of a 9.272. The score for Josh Hedford is... That's right, Cleveland, a 9.668. That is absolutely enough to take the lead. And that means your winner of the Best Trick competition for the second time here this weekend, Josh Hedford.
Monster Jam fans, if you thought we were done, oh no, we've got something in store for you. We have got our Monster Jam trains. That's right, each of our riders are going to line up in a single line formation and hit that jump. One after the next, after the next, after the next. And again, our rule still applies, and that is the louder you scream, the higher they fly. It is pretty simple. Cleveland, this is the grand finale here. I'm going to need you behind me. So keep it in mind again. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Try it with me. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Coming through the station with the whip train. That was pretty good. Cleveland, do you want to see more? They want to see more. Let's bring them back one more time for another train. No, they want it. They want it. They're good. They're good. I think, yeah, they're into it. Louder you scream, higher they fly. They're down too. All right, let's line them up. Here we go! We call that one the Trick Train. I don't know. I feel like our FMX riders have one more train in store. Cleveland, do you have one more in store? Yeah! All right, when they line up, I'm just going to ask one thing of you. I'm going to need you to get out of your seats. And on the count of three, give me the big choo-choo as this train leaves the station. 1, 2, 3. Finishing strong with the backflip train. Give it up for the riders of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross.
Cleveland, one more time. Give it up for these Daredevils. Make some noise. Brendan Reardon, Kenny Haskell, Kenny Bartram, and Josh Hedford.
Josh, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition. We're going to let you take your helmet off here and get situated. Man, 2 days in a row I've been talking to you on top of the pod. Just some incredible stuff. I don't know what goes through your mind when you're hanging from your bike like that. I don't even do roller coasters well, man. What goes through your head?
Man, not a lot, really. I just kind of hang on and make sure I get back on the bike as quick as I can before I land.
That's good. That is good. Now, I know we have a lot of young Monster Jam fans in the audience today. They came for Pit Party. They got a chance to meet you, see you. Now they put 2 and 2 together, figure out what you do. If they're in awe like I am, how do they get started in the FMX game?
Well, I started on pedal bikes and graduated from there up to dirt bikes, and always wore a helmet. Make sure you wear that thing, your gloves, boots, knee pads, anything to help you, like, practice and get back up when you fall, try new stuff, so that way you can keep learning, keep progressing, and keep going bigger.
I love it. BMX to FMX, and stay safe, kids. Josh Edford, winner of the Best Trick competition.
Cleveland, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise! John Zimmer, Megalodon. Cleveland's scoring is open.
John Zimmer in Megalodon knows exactly how to kick off a Monster Jam freestyle competition, and that's how you do it. We see him fill that entire clock during the freestyle run, which is something important we don't always get to see. At this point in the event, we've really pushed these trucks to their limit, but it's a testament to how he keeps that truck dialed in, competition ready, and is always sharp enough for what's to come next. We see that 12,000-pound shark getting some major air. I don't know anywhere else but Monster Jam you can see a Megalodon shark do that. And we've got your scores officially locked. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Megalodon is a 7.949. A solid score and a great way to kick off the freestyle competition. Now, something to keep in mind, Cleveland, we see Megalodon on that freestyle leaderboard, but he did something really smart, too, in that run. It was adding in those two-wheel moves. We want to be seeing a culmination of everything we've seen so far. So let's keep the action coming. Next up, make some noise for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. Now don't be fooled by the glitter. This girl did not come to play around.
It's party time. It's Logan Ashline. It's Sparkle Smash. JudgesZone.com. Lock in your scores.
Logan Ashline putting the horse in horsepower here with that unicorn. Absolute insanity. You see that confetti cannon unleash all on the track to make sure every competitor knows Sparkle Smash was here. She came to party and she came to win. It's going to be up to your scores to see exactly where she stands in the competition. But a great freestyle run by this fearless driver. Let's check out the scores on the board right now. The score for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash is a 7.442. That's good enough right now for second place. Next up, even if you are a frequent flyer, we ask that you pay attention to this next freestyle run. It's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
The plane has officially landed. Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds actually, to lock in your scores.
What stands out here in that run for Montana Robbins is how structured that freestyle run is. He's not just throwing hits together, he manages time and space really well out on that track, making sure that truck stays alive for the entire run. We see some two-wheel maneuvers added into that freestyle. That is a testament to the condition that truck is in. He's got to have it in tip-top shape to be able to pull off those maneuvers during freestyle. So we do have those scores officially locked in. That score to beat is currently held by John Zimmer in Megalodon. It's a 7.949. The score for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy is... Cleveland, that's an 8.078. We have a new leader. There you have it. Montana Robbins takes to the top of the leaderboard right there with that score of an 8.078. And as we move on into that freestyle competition, we've got to crown another winner. Let's take a look at the leaderboard for the St. Jude ambassador of the event. It all comes down to this moment right here. There you have it. It's Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash walking away with a very easy win. I mean, leagues above the rest of the competition. A big congratulations to Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. I know this win means so much to her as a driver and as a person. And again, if you were here and you added even just $1 into these donations, we want to thank you so much at Monster Jam for making a difference. You can leave here today knowing that you've helped a family in need. And hey, if you didn't get to score and have a say in in this competition. It's never too late to make a difference for families affected by childhood cancer. Scan that QR code. Your dollar makes such a difference. Right here, we can have an impact together with Monster Jam and St. Jude. You know exactly what to expect when you see that truck hit the track. It's Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. Could he be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp?
That will do it, Brandon Arthur, Gravedigger. Absolutely thrown it down. One of the hardest tricks in Monster Jam. Scoring is open.
Cleveland, what'd you think of that backflip? Brandon Arthur, he plays a game of risk and reward right here, and he's doing it all for your scores. You see it on the super glue, glued to the action replay. There's so much precision that goes into that approach there for that backflip up against that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Some serious goal right there for Brandon Arthur. Gravedigger back on all four tires, and we have those scores officially locked in. He's up against the score to beat held by Montana Robbins, and playing crazy, it's a score of an 8.078. The score for Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger is... You got that right, an 8.737. We have a new leader. Monster Jam fans, I'm getting word from our officials. We have that clock paused at 55 seconds. But if you look in between those front two BKT tires, you see what might be there, a broken four-link bar on Dragon. We're pushing these trucks to the absolute limit. That's exactly what Cody Saucier is doing right here. And you know what? Sometimes that's the name of the game here at Monster Jam. Those tough hits, those hard landings, 12,000 pounds. I mean, these trucks are being pushed to the limit with these drivers. But we know a big rule here at Monster Jam is every driver must complete the first 15 seconds there to be eligible for a score. Not the kind of run Cody Saucier wants to leave you with, but you know what? It's a true testament to how hard he works. Give it up one more time. Cody Saucier in Dragon. You guys got the pipes and the moves, but this next driver is going to be off the rails. Make some noise for Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train.
Going absolutely off the rails, it's Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. JudgesZone.com, JudgesZone.com, score now.
Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train, proving he is the master of control, the conductor of this Crazy Train. And you can see even this angle here on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay really shows how clean the executions are. He's in major control, and he doesn't ever overcommit. And that's why he's able to get those landings, keep that flow of that freestyle run. And we've got your scores locked in. Let's take a look at those scores up on the video board. For Crazy Train, Triton Robbins here in the freestyle competition, an 8.276. That's a solid score right now. Good enough for second place. Let's see how it stands in the rest of the competition. There you have it. Brandon Arthur remains in that top spot with a score of an 8.737. But you see Triton Robbins just landed himself in second place, a great score of an 8.276. Remember, those are your scores that help determine the destiny of our drivers. So make sure you've got a say in who's walking away with that trophy. 2 more trucks still to come here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Next up, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Cleveland, you saw not one, but 2 backflips here in freestyle. What'd you think? I don't know any other place in the world that you can see this type of action. This is only happening here at Monster Jam with John Zimmer Jr. behind the wheel of Terminal Velocity. I wasn't ready. Cleveland, I don't know if you were ready, but John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity absolutely came ready into the competition. So now it all comes down to this. He's up against that score to beat by Brandon Arthur in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.737. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is a 9.346. That is your new score to beat. John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity takes right to the top spot on that leaderboard. He holds out with that score of a 9.346. He's looking to take that win here in freestyle, but with one competitor still to come. That win could be taken away from him. We'll see soon, coming up with one final truck to go here in freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, you've seen 7 competitors. We've got one more coming up next. MJ Solario in
El Toro Loco!
Monster Jam fans, we're going to need to clear that track to continue on for the freestyle competition. But in just a second here, I think we'll be able to hear from Alex Miniak, our pit reporter. He is standing by with all 8 of our Monster Jam competitors. You got to realize these competitors sometimes have the advantage of being able to watch what each other is throwing down on the track. Alex, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm down here with Brandon Arthur, driver of Gravedigger, giving us a classic Gravedigger freestyle. We're firing up El Toro as we speak. Brandon, talk about hitting that ramp. Just chaos. That's how Gravedigger is. What did you feel?
It was good. I felt like we had a really good run going, and unfortunately, I think we locked up a planetary right there on the backflip ramp, but that's how it goes. Those guys already got there. They got that truck torn apart, and getting it ready for the next one. I'm super excited. Zim just went out there and laid it down and took over that top spot, but that's how it goes, man. He did a great job out there, and couldn't be more pumped, but you guys don't go nowhere. There's still one more truck to go. There's still one crazy bull left to go for freestyle. Monster Jam fans, hold on tight. There's still one more to go.
No risk, no reward. Gravedigger, Brandon Arthur, everybody.
A heart-pumping moment for this final competitor, MJ Solorio, strapped into that truck, ready to go. We got a great view from the cab right there. It all comes down to this. High stakes right here. It's MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. He took the win yesterday in the freestyle competition. Will he be able to go back to back?
Una vez más, un aplauso para MJ Solorio, el Toro Loco. One more time, make some noise for MJ Solorio. Get to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Cleveland, talk about speed, talk about having a heavy foot on that throttle. Take a look on the Super Glue, glued to the action replay, a gnarly freestyle run, some serious 60 seconds laid down here by MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Such an aggressive style to that driving, but absolutely pairs it with some major control here in this run. But it all comes down to your scores in this moment right here. Let's check it out. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco here in the freestyle competition. We got it locked in. It's an 8.398. That means your winner of freestyle, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He adds the next 8 points to his score, which is exactly why he's going home as the overall event champion. Once again, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He's your BKT overall event champion for the second time right here in Rocket Arena. He gets to hold that trophy and also secures that target on his back. One more time, Cleveland, your overall event champion.
2 for 2 so far in Cleveland. That is 2 BKT overall event championships. And here on Valentine's Day, Cleveland sure loves you. Talk about that.
Man, it's absolutely wild freestyle run. Definitely didn't have it in my mind to do a backflip, but hey, you know, when the points race is getting real tight, you got to pull out every stop here. I know these fans love seeing one backflip. Why not give them a second one, man? Y'all deserved it. Y'all were pumping us up, getting us drivers fired up to come out here and throw down for you guys. Man, this win right here is for you fans.
For all of you, Cleveland, give it up. John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, your BKT overall event champion.
A big congratulations to John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity, who takes home overall event win number 9 of the season. Just absolutely racking it up, and of course, all in hopes of getting that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 25. Carlos, with that win, he's one step closer.
Honestly, it's been quite the story so far. I haven't seen him consistently drive this hard, consistently go this hard in freestyle specifically. I don't know if I've seen this many back-to-back backflips from John Zimmer Jr. in my entire career, so I'm excited. We're still not done. We got 2 more events here with you guys. I'm excited to see what happens next.
That's exactly right. So if you came out right here to the Rocket Arena, we're a part of this Monster Jam event. We couldn't have done it without you. And just Carlos said, you can tune in on the live stream while you guys are at home. There's never too much Monster Jam action, and we couldn't do it without you. So we want to say a big thank you. Make sure you guys stop at the Monster Jam merchandise stands on your way out. Pick up the latest Spin Master diecast trucks and head to monsterjam.com. You can stay up to date with the latest content, digital content, tickets, and of course, book your trip to Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, this 4th of July weekend. We want to see you there, and it'll be the biggest Monster Jam pit party that we've got. So make sure you snag your tickets now at monsterjam.com. On behalf of the entire team, we've got, on behalf of our entire host team, Alex Miniak, Carlos Sparks. My name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.